Welcome back to All This Math. This is Professor Parker, and today we're representing Southern University down in Louisiana. And I like this sweatshirt in part because once I found out that Imam Jamil Al-Amin, formerly known as H. Rap Brown, who ran with Kwame Ture, another one of my intellectual heroes and revolutionary heroes, who ran with Kwame Ture back in the 60s and back in the 70s when they was in SNCC together, attended Southern University. He didn't graduate from Southern University, but he attended Southern University. So when I think of Southern University, I think of that brother. Look him up, research him. He wrote 2 books, at least 2 books. Look up the books that he wrote. He wrote an autobiography that changed my life. It changed my life as a black man, and it changed my life as a teacher about 10 and 15 years ago. So check that out. All right. Now, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also, follow us on Instagram at All This Math. All right, we got content on YouTube. We also got content on Instagram as well. All right, now, for today's lesson, we're doing a word problem. All right, now word problems are very important. And word problems, we have to read them, comprehend them, understand the information that we're being given, and understand what we're being asked to figure out from the word problem. So let's jump right into it. And also, don't be intimidated by word problems. That's something I want to put out there. Do not be intimidated by word problems. When I was younger, I'm gonna keep it 100. I used to be intimidated by word problems. That's one of the reasons why I take so much pride in teaching people how to do word problems. Because once I got over my fear of word problems, everything just changed. That was a game changer as well, right? So don't be intimidated by word problems like I was when I was a youngin'. All right, we start reading this. A department store. That's an abbreviation. A department store offered a 10% discount on air conditioners. All right. That's realistic, right? That happens. The first 50 customers that come into the store, they get an additional, that represents additional, 5% off the sale price. So that's a 10% discount and a 5% discount for the first 50 customers. So if you're 51, you out of luck. Oh, well, should have got there earlier. If you are one of the first 50 customers and the AC air conditioner sells for $189, what will your total discount be in A, dollar amount, and also in percentage amount? So we got to give the answer in 2 different ways, in dollar amount and also in percentage amount. So how much money are you actually saving, right? And also, what is that represented as a percentage? As a percentage of the total amount that you would have had to pay if they didn't give out no discounts. Now, let's look for our key information. So 10% discount, that's important. We're going to use that. 10% discount, that's important. First 50 customers, that 50 don't really matter, right? We need to know they get a 5% discount, right? Another discount on top of that, 5% off, all right? Of the sale price, not the original price. This says of the sale price. If you're one of the first 50 customers and the AC sells for $189, you got to know the original price, what we started with, right? $189. What will your total discount be? Total discount. That's what we're looking for. Total discount be in A, dollar amount, and B, in percent. So let me put you on to a common mistake that you want to avoid. You want to always avoid this mistake. A lot of people will look at a problem like this and be like, oh, check this out. I see there's a 10% discount and I see there's a 5% discount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add 10 and 5, get 15%, and I'm going to take 15% of $189. And that's going to be my total dollar amount discount. That is wrong. That is wrong. We have to comprehend what's being said. The store is not giving you a 15% discount off of the original price, right? That would be nice. It would be nice if they did that, because then your discount would be greater than what it's going to end up being. The store is trying to be slick, basically. Right? This is a common act in commerce, right? They're giving you a 10% discount off of the original price of $189, right? And then they're giving you 5% off of the sale price, not off of the original price. So they're giving you 2 discounts off of 2 different dollar amounts. And if you do the math, you'll see that what we end up with is going to be less of a discount than if they did just give us 15% off of the $189 straight up, right? So keep that in mind when you're shopping, all right? Keep that in mind when you're shopping. So now, how do we figure out what 10% of $189 is? All right, 10% of $189. Now, a lot of people would tell you, I'm going to do kind of a shortcut. I'm going to introduce you to a shortcut that you may or may not already be familiar with. A lot of people would tell you, okay, find 10% of 189. Change 10% into 0.10, which is 10 divided by 100, 0.10. Multiply that by 189. You get that dollar amount, then you subtract it from 189. Now you got your new price or your sale price. That's cool. You can do that if you want to. But I'm going to give you the shortcut. The shortcut is, think about it like this. 189 is 100%. You got a 10% discount. So that means your new price is going to be 90%. Because 100 minus 10 is 90, right? So your new price is going to be 90% of 189. Right? So that's the shortcut. You take 100%, subtract the discounted amount or the discount percentage. 100 minus 10, that gives you 90. That's 90%. Find 90% of 189. It's going to be the same work. Only thing is, you're doing it in one step instead of two separate steps. You're going to get the same amount though. So watch this. You're going to have $189 times 0.90 because that's 90%. 189 times 0.90, right? I'm going to take my trusty calculator out, right? So I got 189 times, not divided by, I almost made a mistake and hit the division button, times 0.90, 170.1. But this is money though. We talk about money. So we're not going to say 170.1. 170.1 means $170 and not 1 cent, but 10 cents. Because you put a zero on the end of it. $170.10. $170.10. All right, 170.1 in money language, that's $170.10. So now, that's after the 10% discount. So now we keep going because you one of them first 50 customers. And the first 50 customers get an additional 5% off of this price, right? So now let's do the shortcut again, right? The shortcut is 5% off. Now this represents 100% because that's our sale price. We want 5% off of that. So we're going to do 100 minus 5, which is 95%. So we're only paying 95% of this price. 95% of this price. The word of in math language means multiply. So we're going to do 170 and 10 cents times 0.95. This is the shortcut. Now, if you want to, if you feel more comfortable, you could do 170.10 times 0.05. Get that amount, take that, subtract that from 170.10. You're going to get the same thing that I'm about to get right now. It's cool. You're going to get the same thing. Watch. So now I still got 170.1 in my calculator. I'm going to multiply by 0.95. Boom. That's going to give me 161. Watch this. 161.595. 595. But this is money language, right? So we only have 3 digits after the decimal point. Because it's 595, that 5 at the end is going to make the 9 go up. So if it was 59, that's going to round that up to a 60. So it's $161.60. All right. So now that's our final amount. That's our final amount that we're paying, right? For this air conditioner, we're paying $161.60. Now check this out, right? We need to find the dollar amount. What was the total discount dollar amount? How do you find a discount? The original price minus the new price. The original price minus the new price. What was the original price? $189. So we're going to do 189. What's our new price? 161.60. Take it back to the calculator. 189 minus 161.60. I got 27.4. In math language, that's not $27.04. It's not. That's $27.40. 27.4. $27.40. So this is our dollar amount discount. That's our dollar amount discount, right? Now, so we did letter A. We got letter A done. Now, what about the percentage? So now the question is, here's the question. I'm going to write it out. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. So one way to think about this is this, right? 2740 is what percent of 189. 27.40 is what percent of 189? That's the way to think about that. $27.40 is what percentage? What percentage of $189? So it's a few ways we could do this. One way I like to do this is involving a proportion. Is over of equals percentage over 100, right? So it says what percent, right? So we're going to have two fractions, right? And I think I got another video on the channel that goes into detail on just this part, right? So this says what percentage. This what percentage part, that's going to be X over 100. Because that's the what, and percentage is out of 100. So X over 100 is the what percent part. Then it says 2740 out of 189. Basically, you want to know like what fraction is this amount of money out of this amount of money. So we're going to put 2740 on top, and you put 189 on the bottom, right? That's our equation. It's called a proportion because it's two fractions set equal to each other. That's a proportion. That's the name for it. But it's also an equation. It's a type of equation. So now to solve for X, what we're going to do is we're going to cross multiply. We're going diagonals. So we're going to do X times 189. That's 189X. Bring your equal sign down. Then we're going to do 100 times 2740. 100 times 2740 means you're going to slide the decimal point 2 spaces to the right. So that's going to be 2,740, right? Now we got to solve for X. We got to get rid of 189. Now we're doing a little bit of algebra. Nothing too heavy, but just a little bit of algebra. So we're going to divide by 189 and divide by 189. Boom, boom, left with X. And then we got 2,000, back to the calculator, 740 divided by 189. I got 14 point and a whole bunch of numbers, right? 14.49. I'm going to round that off to 14.5%. 14.5%. So what does that mean? That means that the dollar amount discount was $27.40. The percentage discount, 14.5%. So that means I saved 14.5% by being one of the first 50 customers, and also going on that particular day when this 10% off sale was still going on. All right. So I know this was a lot. What I recommend is hit rewind and watch the video over and over again. Go back to the parts that didn't really make sense. If any part still doesn't make sense after rewind, please leave a comment. And at my earliest convenience, I'll get to it and I'll attempt to answer your question. All right. So again, please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Also share this video with some other people that might benefit from it. Let people know what we're doing at All This Math. Trying to bring math to the people, bring math to the streets, right? Also, follow us on Instagram because we got content over there too. All right. So until next time, peace.